I started this channel almost a year ago, and I wanted to make a video that talked honestly about what it's like to start and grow a YouTube channel in 2018. But this video is not just for YouTubers. I also want to tell viewers why they should care about this. Most of what I'm talking about is based on data from 17 other YouTubers. Oh, and buckle up, because the special effects in this video are going to be insane. One area that I've watched closely on my channel is whether YouTube itself is suggesting my videos to viewers already on YouTube. I had the idea of contacting other YouTubers, mostly in the 3D rendering community, to see if we could pool our analytics data to look for patterns in this area. I had 14 extremely generous content creators share their numbers, and I found some larger channels that had posted the information publicly. This video is about what I found in this data. The data that I asked people to share was on traffic sources for their channel from the past year. This is what the data from my channel looks like. The key items to look at are the top sources of traffic to your channel. For me, 70% of the traffic, right here, comes from external websites, meaning websites outside of YouTube. So I got this same traffic source data from 17 other YouTube channels, and the picture this pool of data shows is extremely interesting. There are a bunch of categories that YouTube reports for traffic sources, but the two most important are browse features and suggested videos. These are the two categories that show whether YouTube itself is suggesting your content to people already on YouTube. So I took all the data that I got and did the following. I went through the top 2 traffic sources for each channel and added up the percentages I got from either browse features or suggested videos. So for example, for my channel, neither of my top 2 was from browse features or suggested videos, so I got 0%. Joe Scott's channel, he got 50% from browse features and 38% from suggested videos, so he got a total of 88%. So I went through and did this for each channel, then I plotted those numbers versus the channel's number of subscribers. This is what that plot looks like. It's a bit hard to see all the points on the left side, but those are YouTube channels with a small number of subscribers. Don't freak out, we'll zoom in on them shortly. So the channels range in size from 550,000 subscribers to 98 subscribers. So I want to highlight something interesting here. There's not a lot of data for the large to massive channels, but the data that I do have shows that they're getting 75% or more of their traffic from YouTube itself recommending their content to people already on YouTube. That's important. You're probably like, yeah, those are huge channels. Of course, YouTube is suggesting their content all the time. But let's zoom in on this side and see what happens as we look at smaller and smaller YouTube channels. So now our subscriber access goes from 0 to about 60,000 subscribers. We've cut out those massive channels. You can see that most of the mid-sized channels have YouTube recommending their content anywhere from 40 to 70% of the time, which is still really awesome for them. But let's zoom in one last time to take a look at my neighborhood, which is small content creatorville. Now our channel sizes range from 0 to about 14,000 subscribers. Here we can finally see what this means for small YouTube channels. In this area, YouTube is only recommending these channels' content anywhere from 40% of the time to the big goose egg. Compare that with the 50 to 60 to 70% and up that we saw for the mid and large size channels. So basically, as a small YouTube channel, you can see that there can be huge variability in how much YouTube will recommend your content, and you certainly are not going to be in this region right here, which is where you need to be in order to grow your channel effectively. Quite possibly, if you're like my channel, YouTube is basically recommending my videos only a tiny amount. Alright, now I'm going to talk about why it's so important that YouTube itself is recommending your content. I have the most data and examples from my own channel in terms of explaining why this is important. We've already talked about the fact that 70% of traffic to my videos is coming from external websites. So someone browsing or reading an article on an external website comes across one of my videos embedded in that web page. They give it a quick watch, skipping around, and then continue on with what they were doing on that external website. Did they hit the like button or leave a comment? Nope. Did they subscribe? Of course they didn't. They wanted to be browsing that website, not on YouTube watching videos. The same applies for all the other social media platforms, I believe. People on Twitter want to stay on Twitter. People on Reddit want to stay on Reddit. They certainly don't want to transfer over to YouTube and watch your content, much less subscribe. And I believe the opposite to be true. People already on YouTube watching videos want to be there and they're much more likely to subscribe and watch your content. But if YouTube is not recommending your content, those people who want to be on YouTube never see it, never get a chance to see it. And that makes it much, much harder to grow your channel. Now you're probably saying, well, your content sucks. And while that may be true, I have some data that says otherwise. For my channel, I've had 3 or 4 videos that have done well relative to my channel size. And these videos have caused the following. A total of 7 articles on larger external websites have been written about these projects. Some of my CAD models on a very popular 3D printing website called Thingiverse have been viewed around 100,000 times, and my videos are embedded there. I have had a couple of tweets on Twitter get good attention. Again, this is relative to the number of Twitter followers that I have. We have about 30,000 views, about 18,000 views. Content that sucks doesn't usually get articles written about it or have tweets that get that much attention. I don't say all this to toot my own horn, I'm trying to prove a point. Even though I had some projects that got good attention on external websites and did bring viewers to YouTube, the data says that YouTube still doesn't suggest my content nearly at all. Which, to quote the dude, this is a bummer, man. Alright, a lot of doom and gloom, but yes, this makes things really hard on small YouTube channels. So what can we do about it? If you're a viewer, here's how you can help. If you have any small channels that you like even a tiny bit, and you want them to continue, go support and interact with their channel. Always leave a comment, even if it's just to say, hi. Share their videos wherever you can, because YouTube certainly isn't going to. When searching for something, go beyond the first few pages of results. If you look deeper, I bet you'll find some hidden gems. Get involved with that community on social media. You'll probably discover other great small content creators that way. If you run a small YouTube channel, here's what you can do. As everyone says, you have to make good and interesting content. There's no way around that, and nor should there be. But that's only half the equation. You have to be out there promoting your content everywhere you can. Otherwise, it's going to sit there largely unwatched. You can also get involved in your specific community on YouTube and social media. I'm blessed to be part of the amazing 3D printing community, and they are so supportive and inspiring. I bet your content area also has a great community. Finally, you can just keep chipping away until you get to the point where YouTube is recommending your content more. The data shows that it will happen eventually, it's just hard to say exactly when. I have my suspicions when this will happen for me, but time will tell. Okay, well cool. I made a really long video about this that no one's going to see because I'm a small YouTuber. Smart move. Ding! Well, I hope it helps someone or makes viewers more aware. But the special effects were pretty amazing, right? I want to end with a huge thank you to all the YouTubers who shared their channel data with me. Links to all their channels are in the video description, so please go and support their channels and give them some love. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you, and this is for you. Hopefully I'll see you in another one of my videos. Take care.